Welcome to the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit reading. Today, I pulled the Moth. Impulsive, hasty, wishful. The moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It's helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. When in balance, the moth's energy is enthusiastic and whimsical. When out of balance, it idealizes others and is jittery. To bring it into balance, finishing a project is recommended. This card hit me this morning because I wouldn't say I'm looking for ease. I'm just looking to stay in bed in minus 24 weather. That's what I'm looking for. Is it easier? Is the grass greener? No, but I'm warmer. That's what I'm looking for. It's still cold, but I am indoors. You see? That's what I'm looking for. So I'm saying to my body, I'm ready to move past this job that I have. I'm ready. I'm so ready to move past it. But not because I think the grass is greener on the other side. So the moth card is causing some dissonance with me this morning because life is beautiful. I was driving home the other day and I'm at the stoplight and I just started to laugh. Of course, everybody who was around me thought I was nuts, but hey, what do? I've embraced my madness. Just this wave of, oh my God, I'm here. I love being here. I love experiencing life. I just love it. That is what hit me, if I have to put it into words. And that's what made me smile. That's what made me laugh. Is that I felt great to be alive. I do. I feel, I don't want to say privileged, but I guess, I feel awesome that I'm here. And I don't want to take it for granted at all. You see, but with a job, I get up every morning and I go. And I'm like, ever notice how a job, a job, is to me like a parasitic relationship? It takes and takes and takes, and then you quit. They just get somebody else, a new host. But the work, the WORK, the work that you enjoy doing, whatever that work is it coaching? Is it drawing? Is it singing? Is it dancing? What is that work? There's a difference. A work creates a symbiotic relationship. It fuels you when you do it. And you keep putting back into the work. And it keeps giving you energy and you keep putting it back. Does that mean that life is easy? No. It doesn't mean that it's easy and that you're seeking greener. It doesn't mean that. To me, it doesn't. So this is why I say this card has it's brought some cognitive dissonance to the surface. Something doesn't sit right, but it's not the card. It's something within me is rebelling against it. I'm rebelling against the fact that I'm looking for an easier life. that is not the case. It's like kale. When we plant kale in the garden, it can withstand that frost. And for some reason, the kale is sweeter. All the other stuff dies in the garden. But the kale tastes better. It just happens to thrive in its environment. You see? So, not that we're necessarily looking for the grass is greener on the other side, because that is an illusion. If you're looking at someone, she says it well. She says when it's out of balance, it idealizes others and is jittery. When you look at somebody else and their experience that you deem greener than yours, that's where the danger comes. You want what they have. And my grandfather always used to say, you don't know what they had to do to get it. You don't know what they have to sacrifice to get it. You don't know, so don't want what someone else has. The Bible calls it covet. Don't covet what the other person has. So if you want an easier situation, in comparison to where you are, instead of an easier situation in comparison to where somebody else is, wanting what they have. That's so if you, I should say me, so this job, this job, really, honestly, I love the people. There's quite a few people that I work with that I enjoy seeing them, communicating with them. They bring out the best in me every day when I see them and communicate with them. They really do. And that is what makes going to my job palpable or palatable. That's the word I wanted to say. It makes it palatable. Makes it go down a spoonful of sugar, you know. It makes it easier. But at the end of the day, my challenge is to do the work. And this is the thing. When I say do the work, I'll put it to you this way. Remember we did the horse. Now imagine a Clydesdale. They are big and just burly and beautiful. They're heavy duty. They do hard work because they're strong. I don't know how we discovered that they did hard work to make them do our hard work for us, but the point is, doing hard work comes naturally to the Clydesdale. So whether you hitch him to a wagon or a plow, he's still going to do the hard work because it comes naturally. So what is it that you do that comes naturally that you want to do it all day, every day? You still have to put the effort in, but the effort is easier effort than having to get up in minus 24 weather, minus 30 with the wind chill, scrape the car. That is not the kind of energy or effort I want to continually expend. I love winter when I can admire its beauty from indoors. Right? So, is the grass greener on the other side? To me, not necessarily. I just want to be able to do the work that comes naturally to me. And honestly, I do it when I go to work. Not the job, not the job, but it's the interaction with people. It just comes naturally to me, and I do it all day, every day. I want to do more of that. Is it easier? No. It's just, as in a symbiotic relationship, when I do the work, when I interact with people, it fuels me and keeps me going. It sustains me like a big circle. You give, you take, you give, you take. It's a continuum of giving and not really taking, but you know what I'm saying. Whereas with a job, you're just going there because it serves a purpose, but it continually takes from you and never gives. So my moth in me today, I'm hovering. I'm hovering as the moth, and I'm looking at what is it exactly that I want. Do I want it because in comparison to where I am now, I want to change? Or am I looking at somebody else and saying, I like what they got, I want it? That's the thing with moth, right? The only thing, yes, a moth will always be attracted to the light. But if you know why you're attracted to the light, it is easier. By far, it is easier. So moths, today, as we hover, ask ourselves, why do you want something that's better? Why do you perceive it to be better? Know the why of the thing that you want. Know the why of it. Does it come naturally to you? And does it fuel you? And when it fuels you, you give back. It's like the image I get, I think, is a piston. But I could be wrong, but that's the motion I get. It gives, you give back. It gives, you give back. And it's like this beautiful motion of that thing that comes naturally to you. So if that is why you're looking for greener pastures, then by all means, I say, you speak to yourself. Because I had to do a lot of that this morning and say, okay, this is what I want. But then I asked the question, why am I still there? Is there a reason? Am I holding myself there out of fear? Or am I there because of the work that I do? The thing that fuels me, the interaction with other people. Wow, I hope that made some sense to you today. Because it made sense to me. But perhaps that is what matters today with Moth. That I understand. That I understand to make sure that I'm not idealizing someone else's life and wanting it to be mine. I gotta make sure that I'm not doing that. That I always know why I want the thing I want. And that's the thing, right? We always see that this is sometimes why we get distracted by other people, because it looks like they have an incredible life. But again, as my grandfather always said, you don't know what they have had to experience or what they've had to do to get it. Right? It may not have been an easy situation for them to get it. Something that perhaps they are kale in the frost and they thrive in that. But you may not be kale. So the frost that they had would be detrimental to you. So you see, just be honest with yourself. That is what just trickled into me. Be honest with myself as to what I want, instead of, oh, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this. Like she says, unfinished projects. Chasing after things leaves the other things unfinished. Right? So moths, today, just let us reflect. That's what this card is causing me to do. I'm going to question every action I do today. Why am I doing this? Is it what I want, or am I wanting somebody else's? That's what will happen to me today, I'm sure, because it's already happening now. Anyhow, my lovelies, go out today and do what comes naturally to you, because it will fuel you. It will fill up your cup, and you will be nourished by simply doing what comes naturally. That is your work. So let's clarify those two things. A job pays the bills. You got to go do it. But your work is an activity that comes naturally to you. And if you can make money doing it, all the better. Right? So that's why they tell you, if you're doing what you love, then it's not work. Perception. Right? So I hope that made some modicum of sense today. And I look forward to communicating with you as usual. And I will post links below for ways that you can reach out to me and I can communicate with you, because I look forward to those interactions. I sure do. Much love.